1966 Jaguar Mark II 3.8.
We really dug in deep and re-engineered the car.
So you're the why spend less kind of guy. So let's go pull him back in here and crush all of his dreams. I think we might have a little difference of opinion.
500,000.
Mr. Leno?
How are you? Good to see
Good.
you.
How are you, Mark? What's going
Great.
on?
Well, I thought I'd bring my 66 Jaguar Mark II down and see what evil things you could say about it.
Tell me a little bit about it. I don't know any of your history with this car.
You know, as I kind of went up the classic car food chain, I had some pretty cool cars, Aston Martin DB4 and 64 Cadillac, and always wanted a Mark II. And this one came up for sale on eBay. So I spent a week kind of looking at it and wondering. Sunday night, you know, big glass of wine, got everything in order, and I just went, you know, I was gonna own the car, period.
Right.
You know, and at the time.
I love guys like you.
Yeah.
If I have anything that you are interested in, please let me know.
So it's, you know, I bought it, then I thought, you know, like, it's a real neat time capsule, let me see if I can get it running. And it was frozen solid, but we really dug in deep and re-engineered the car.
So you've basically made like a resto mod using parts that were generally available in 1966 or
Yeah.
67 or 68.
Absolutely. The project intention was, how might it have been if Jaguar were to have done this exact thing, and how to make it sort of undetectable at a show. So if you open the bonnet at a show, even people
That's
who
this
know,
part, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. To confuse people, like even people who know Jaguars, you open this up and you know, it's kind of a head scratcher. You're like, well, wait,
Right.
you know, what's going on here? That's the fun of it, and it's a spectacular driving car.
When you pulled in here, the car is gorgeous. But you know the basic premise of why you're here is that you've foolishly agreed to let me check your car out without you present and do an appraisal.
Yep.
So if it's still all right with you, we're gonna shuttle you away, and then I'm gonna go through your car, and I'm gonna come up with a number, and we're gonna come back in here, and we're gonna see if you're happy or sad.
And if there's just one thing that we could point out at the front of the car,
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, of course.
This down here,
Yep.
custom air intake scoop.
Okay.
Just a little nod to the kind of resto mod high performance nature. It blows air up on the radiator.
Do Jaguars have overheating
Not at all.
tendency?
Not this
or-
one.
Not this one. Okay,
Twin electric
good.
fans, custom fan shroud, ready to go.
So you're the why spend less kind of guy.
Just have at it.
All right. Well,
Do the deal.
I hope the number works out that you can get at least some percentage back.
Some percentage, yeah.
So I finished my inspection and appraisal of Mark's 1966 Jaguar Mark II 3.8. Now, as he mentioned, what he did was he took a great original one-owner California example and made it into kind of a period-correct hot rod. He did it the way I would do it. This is a cool car. Think of it as Jaguar's version of a Cadillac CTS-V sedan that came out in 1959. This was a high-performance four-door. It has the heart of an E-Type in a four-door that you can use high-speed road trips and touring. So even though this was the highest spec for a Mark II with its 3.8-liter engine, its 4-synchro 4-speed manual transmission with an overdrive on the top 2 gears, 4-wheel power disc brakes, all that was great stuff in its day. Of course, Mark took it one step further. So let's take a look and just a quick walk around and see what's going on here. First, let's open the hood. So anybody who's familiar with an XK120 or 140 or 150 or an E-Type will instantly recognize this Jaguar XK engine. It's one of the best engines of all time. Inline 6-cylinder, double overhead cam, one of the best exhaust notes ever produced. Unless you're a model expert, what might not be immediately evident is the modifications. Again, triple carburetors here. This custom modified Jaguar airbox. He's done everything to this car in the spirit of the original creators and what they wanted to build. Little custom touches. The air conditioning box that was custom made. He's upgraded the electrical system with a late model alternator. You can see it has a nice fuse panel with relays. Everything was done to an extremely high standard, and it's extremely well done. This is something special. Now, Mark has taken an original paint one-owner car and he's had it repainted in its original color. Obviously, the car is gorgeous. The paint is immaculate. The original chrome is spectacular. The fact that this is a Southern California car shows through in every respect. The original wire wheels are on it. You can see the disc brakes poking through. If you look at the interior, this is where these cars are, again, very special, even just from the factory, the way they were made. They have beautiful woodwork inside. They have Wilton wool carpeting and leather seats, a fully stocked instrument panel. Again, this is a four-door sports car long before we had such things in this country. In the trunk, there's even more good stuff. It has the original trunk mat. This is super impressive. You just don't see stuff like this in a car that's been put through the wringer and restored from the remains of some rusty old Mark II. You can tell this was a really clean original car before anything was done by Mark. This is one of the best views over a dashboard that I can think of. Beautiful wood, again, the gauges, perfect steering wheel, 4-speed shifter. You drive the thing and it feels like a sports car, but you look inside and it's a luxury car. It's the best of both worlds. And Mark has done an impressive job of turning everything out. The air conditioning that he put in is extremely well integrated. You almost don't even see it. There's a couple little knobs down here to turn it on. He hasn't destroyed or cut or ruined any of the original car or its character, but what he's done is he's added to it. Okay, so I've said a lot of nice things about this car, but it is a Jaguar, so I'm going to see if it starts. This may or may not happen, but let's give it a shot. And just like that, it fires up, idling along 700 RPM. You can certainly tell when you hit the gas that the engine's been done right, it's been balanced. It has a light and flywheel. You can tell by how responsive the thing is. I mean, it just jumps. Again, I'm very impressed with the quality of the workmanship and the overall execution of a very well thought out build. So I finished my appraisal of Mark's Mark II Jaguar. I have my number, so let's go pull him back in here and crush all of his dreams. So I've gone over your car. I've got my number. But I want to know your number first. You've written a lot of checks for this baby, and so I think we might have a little difference of opinion. But
Yeah, it's challenging because of the combination of things, all the work, but it is a real original car. I know what I've done, so I would say 500,000. No.
500,000 doll hairs.
Yeah. No, I think in the market today, looking at what's sold and what's going on, I would think it'd be like an $80,000 car for the right person.
Yeah, I mean, a car like this, the price guide says one thing, but you throw that away. So the buyer for this car is a guy like me, or a guy like you, or even somebody better looking and smarter than us.
Less denim, less plaid.
Right. I think it brings $80,000 to anybody. If you put it up at auction, I wouldn't be surprised if this car brought $100,000 to $125,000 from somebody who wants to get in it and drive it and go. So you certainly couldn't build it for anywhere near that, as we know.
Probably not.
I know you're not going to get all your money back, but I hope that helps the pain a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, it's when you put the kind of effort into building a car like this, you're really looking for the experience. Like, you love the aesthetic qualities and you love the burled 29 pieces of matched burled walnut, but you're really looking for that experience and to share it with your family and hit the road and do fun things. And so it's, what's the value there?
And some guys climb Mount Everest because they can, and others who can't build cars like this.
Exactly.
Which is why we're here.
Comfortable place to sit down, right?
Yeah, exactly. Well, thank you so much for bringing it.
Thank you, Colin. Good times. You don't build a car like this with these kinds of qualities and the amount of work that goes into it with the intent to sell it. I have it because of the experience. To me, the art of an automobile or a motorcycle is really that object in motion and what it does. You want to keep that.